Hello and welcome to the first video of One More Pen in 2025. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and that this year will only bring you the very best that life has to offer. Thank you for being here and thank you for the support last year. 2024 was really the first year of One More Pen. The channel officially started in 2023, but really last year was, you know, sort of the launch for the channel, and I really appreciate the support. It's been great. This year I'm hoping to do even more and to broaden the sort of the scope of the kind of videos that I'll be doing, and I really hope that you will come along this journey with me. So thanks for being here. Today we're taking a look at the Pilot Kakuno, and I have this one here to unbox. It's a yellow transparent, almost like a neon kind of a yellow, and the now I have another Kakuno, this one here. I've been using this one for quite a while, so I'll be doing an unboxing and also sort of a bit of a review because I've been using this pen for quite a while. But the difference is that the one I've been using, this is a medium nib, and I finally got one in a fine nib. So I will also be using both and comparing the two nibs, so we will see the difference between a medium and a fine in the Kakuno. I expect the fine to be quite fine because this is a Japanese nib. I think it's essentially the same nib that's in the Pilot Metropolitan, and I have to say this one that I've been using in the medium nib is really exceptional. This is just a brilliant pen, and the nib it's so smooth. It's quite fine for a medium, as one would expect from these Japanese nibs, and it's really just a reliable, you know, writer. There's one or two things that I think could be better on this pen. I'll talk about that very briefly, but generally you're going to hear me tell you all the great things about this pen, and we will unbox this one and do a writing sample, of course. So if you like this kind of thing, please like and subscribe. Always appreciate the support, and I think we should just get right into it. Well, let's get into it. This is the Pilot Kakuno. This one was on special, that's why I bought it, and because I wanted a fine nib and I've only had the medium nib. So it comes in a plastic packaging like this. It says interesting family series, and I didn't know this, but this is the yellow one and it says baby. So these are the each nib looks a little bit different, and they're customized, and this is what you find on the nib, and so we'll take a closer look at that. Right, let's just open this up. Apologies for the noise, that must sound horrible on the mic. Okay, so we've got some instructions here, which we will ignore as usual. It comes with a cartridge. I guess this would be black. While I'm talking about the cartridges, I have another one here from previous pen, and I have some that I haven't used, and I've got one empty one that I have used, and I can't find my converter, but this is generally what I do. I just empty them and then just use a syringe to refill, and these things will last forever, so no worries there. So let's take a closer look at what we have here. I must admit, when I saw the yellow, it's not a color that well, yellow is a color that I like, but this neon transparent wasn't my favorite, but from what was available, it was the better choice. I'm not crazy about it because it looks a little cheap for me in any case, my first impression of this was that it looks like really cheap plastic. But because I have this one that I've been using for a while, and I assumed that it would be the same building material, etc. I know this one to be quite well built, you know. So I think that was just my own sort of bias. Bit of a squeakiness there, but I think that's just because it's all brand new plastic. Very interesting transparent section, excuse me, which is quite nice because on this one I have smoky transparent. Now I do like a transparent section because I really like to see the ink in the section, etc. So that's pretty cool. And I guess with the transparent one, what's nice is you can really see the inside and the outside of the pen. So we've got plastic on plastic threads for the barrel, no issues there. Perhaps, I don't know if that's that's just a superficial scratch. I would expect this pen to show scratches quite easily. The nib, as you can see, it says fine, great, that's exactly what I want. And it looks good. That's a typical Pilot Kakuno / Metropolitan nib. The cap, it's got as you can see, it's got an insert there, and I guess that's to seal the nib really well. And I can tell you from my experience from using this one that these pens don't dry out very easily at all. You can really leave them in the drawer for a while. I've left mine probably, I don't know, two weeks at a time without using them, and they're right first time, every time. So no issues with skipping if you don't use it for a while. So the barrel and the cap, it's not perfectly round. It's sort of got these little sections on, no finials, anything like that. But we do have on the cap just a little piece of plastic there that I guess is just a roll stop. So just to prevent the pen from rolling off the desk, which I don't know if that really makes much of a difference because the barrel and the cap sort of has sections anyway, so that prevents it from rolling, I guess, anyway. But anyway, that's the obvious thing that's missing here is a clip on the cap, and that is my one big gripe with this pen, is that no clip. And for me that means that this is a pen that I often won't carry with me, because if I'm going somewhere and I just want to grab a pen and stick it in my pocket, this is probably not going to be the one that I grab because it doesn't have a clip, and so that's a pity. I think they could have done that. What they could also do is just provide a separate clip like the Kaweco, like a Kaweco Sport, Kaweco Perceo. They have those ones. I've heard someone say that you can purchase a clip that might fit on here. I don't know if the Kaweco clips would fit. I haven't tried them. Maybe I should. Should I give it a try? Alright, I've got these two Kawecos. I'm not sure if I should even try this, but with the Kawecos we can remove the clip, and I've got a clip from the Sport and the Perceo. Well, this one's quite tight. There we go. So I don't know if I really want to force anything on here, so it's going. Wow, we have success. This is the Perceo clip and it fits, and this would be the one from the Sport, and no, it's not going to fit. But the clip from the Perceo actually fits on here. This is surprising and very pleasant surprise. This will work. Maybe I should get a silver one for this pen. Well, I wouldn't get a clip for the transparent one, but for this one, well, actually, maybe this black clip wouldn't look bad on this one. Sorry, there we go. It's not a perfect fit, but it'll do the job. Okay, well, now we know something that we didn't know, or at least I didn't know before. Well, everyone, this is the build quality of the pen. It's plastic, you know, so I wouldn't expect, you know, it to last forever. But as cheap as it looks, it's pretty well made. Nothing feels flimsy. I mean, it's plastic. You can feel it. It's very light in the hand. Does it boast, by the way? It boasts. Yes, it's on there. So yes, you can absolutely post it. I won't need to because this will work very well for me. The section grips very nicely. I prefer my sections plastic. I just feel like plastic provides a nice grip, and this is perfect. I really like it. So I think we should ink these pens up and compare the nibs. Now I think I'm going to use the cartridge that came with the pen. So, well, I don't have a converter anyway. Well, let me just find some scissors to open this thing. Alright, let's just open this up. These cartridges are pretty big, I have to say. They hold quite a substantial amount of ink, as you can see. And so they provide quite a, you know, quite a good writing experience. You can go a long time with these. I'm not going to put a new cartridge in both of them. I actually thought about doing that because I really want to compare the nibs, but I think what I'm going to do, because I don't want two Kakunos, I know I'm only going to use this one for now, so I don't want to ink this one up unnecessarily. So I'm going to dip this one, and I'm just going to use Waterman Intense Black for that. So I know that's not perfect for comparison purposes, but I think it'll do. So this would be nice. Let me put that on the side. So and immediately I was waiting to hear a clicking sound as it went in, but it just pushed in very softly, and you can already see the ink flowing through the section. This is what I like about the transparent section. This is really nice. Sometimes you can put a little pressure on the cartridge just to help the ink make its way down, but generally one shouldn't rush this. I mean, the ink flows through capillary action, and it takes as long as it takes. Some background noise there. Nothing I can do about barking dogs. An interesting thought, I'm not going to do this now, but I wonder what the section would look like on this pen, on this, because this is of course the nice thing, is these would be interchangeable. Yeah, I like this. That'll work. I think it's something I'll do at some point, but since this is the new pen, this is what I'll use, and I think we should try the ink and see what happens. So this is my Rodeo dot pad, as per usual, very nice paper, and we're just going to do a writing sample with this one, and then we'll compare the nibs. But I don't know if we will have ink flow yet. Let's see. Wow, that didn't take long at all. This is the Pilot Kakuno in a fine nib, and immediately I can tell you this is very, very nice, very smooth. For a fine, I think it's plenty wet. Really smooth for a fine. I'm really impressed. Not surprised though, because this is how these nibs write. I have this is the second Kakuno now. I have, I think, 4 Metropolitans, and these nibs are just absolutely consistent. They are so smooth, really brilliant writers. So let me find the other Kakuno, and I'm gonna dip this one. Hopefully I won't make a mess of it. Waterman Intense Black, and I have some thing just to wipe it down. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't normally do this. I just want to get a little bit of ink in the feed, so it's just a tap and wiping it down. So this would be, maybe it wasn't the greatest idea, we'll see. Pilot Kakuno in a medium. A little bit wetter, and I think you can see the difference in the line. Let me just see if we make a few lines with the medium and then the fine. Oh, let me just do that for now. So this would be a fine, and this would be the medium right next to it. So I think you can tell there is a bit of a difference, and I like the difference because it's very consistent with what I expected. Because these nibs are just so consistent, the medium is slightly broader in the line stroke, just putting the ink away, and just such a consistent line that it produces. Just a brilliant writer. You don't get much better than that. For a fine, I think this is pretty good. I already love these pens, but I know I'm going to love this one. It's the cartridge that came with it, which is just, I guess, a basic black. And there you have it. I don't know what more I can tell you about this pen. I think for the price, what do they go for? This is definitely under $10 US. I got mine for under that price, and I think for under $10 this is just brilliant quality. I wonder if they make one in a fully transparent, just like a transparent like the section. I would have loved that. I think that would have been brilliant, just a fully transparent plastic Kakuno. But this is really nice. I like the, you know, the little detail on the nib. It makes it a little bit special. I guess the color tells you a little bit about the target market as well. I mean, this is more like a fun vibe in a pen, and I think it's what these are made for as well. I think it's a excellent pen for you know, teenager, someone at school. You won't cry if you lose it or if it breaks. So I mean, they are replaceable if you have to. But I think they will be quite durable. I think they will definitely, they can stand to be knocked around a bit. Not that you want to do it, but I think it will survive. So folks, there you have it. This is my take on the Pilot Kakuno. I'm very happy with my purchase. This yellow is definitely starting to grow on me. I think it's going to be a favorite. It's interesting that the Kaweco clip fits on this pen. I don't think I'll be using it though. I think I'll just have to find a way to carry this around without a clip and enjoy using it. So if you thought about picking up one of these, I definitely recommend it. I think they're absolutely worth it. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you again soon.